Okay, guys, welcome back. Dominaria is wrapping up. I haven't been playing for a while. I've actually been traveling quite a bit. It's let's see, I'm in Japan and it's 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning here. Uh, Trying to get to like 13 trophies, so that's two more before this cycle is done. I think Teferi is going to help us get there. Yeah, this thing is just a bomb. If it wasn't for that, it would be like obviously territorial Allosaurus. Somebody's going to be very happy to get that pass to them. Yeah, we're going to snap pick Teferi. It's excellent. We may or may not end up playing him, um, depending on what the final build looks like. I'm not going to force it. You can. It's great to open a card like this, pack one. But if you try to go, blue white and it's just not there, you can easily train wreck your draft. So obviously prioritizing skittering surveyors if I see them. And here it's between like a Knight of Malice and Call the Cavalry. I think on average Knight of Malice is better. It can keep a lot of stuff back. So Valdic is more situational. I'm just going to take a Knight of Malice here. Also, I haven't posted too many videos as of late. I've been struggling, getting software, getting new software to work on my PC, on the new PC that I bought for streaming. So it's okay. We'll get that up and running. So here it's between a Gideon's Reproach and a Goblin Barrage. I think Goblin Barrage is the better card. Of course, this puts us in 4 colors, but this is just better. It's a very powerful effect. Sacking an artifact to deal the last 4 damage is no joke. Honestly, if we end up not playing Teferi, I don't want to say I could care less about it, but I'm going to try to draft what I think is open, and I'm not going to try to, like I said, I'm not going to try to force Teferi. Here we can take a Cliff Top Retreat, and it increases the chance that we do play Teferi. It lets us play Goblin Barrage and half of Teferi, of course. Also an Even Sentry here, which is a good card, which is in line with our pick one. And given how strong Teferi is, I'm just going to take a Cliff Top Retreat here. I do want to be able to play him if possible. And now with the Weight of Memory, that probability definitely went up. I am going to take Weight of Memory over Call the Cavalry. I think Weight of Memory is a very good card. We are passing a lot of white. That's something we should know. Let's double check. Yeah, like we passed Even Sentry. We passed On Sarah's Wings and a Gideon's Reproach. So we're kind of sending a message that white is open. So potentially we can be like black, blue, or red, blue, splashing white. I'll take a Weight of Memory. So Trapper kind of, again, in draft, it's more important what you're being passed rather than what you're passing. And we're continuing to see white here. I guess we could even be like black, white, splashing blue somehow. But Trapper is pretty good. We don't have any 3-drops. I'm going to take a Trapper over Jousting Lance. Okay, now we get a Cold Water Snapper and a Sarah Disciple. Sarah Disciple is much better in like black-white, which it's not clear that that's where we're going. Snapper is a good type of card that you want with a card like Teferi to just, clog up the board, make it harder for your opponent to get through. So I'll take a Cold War Snapper here. Cold Water Snapper. Now there's another Snapper. Acolyte. Doesn't feel like red's open, so maybe these cards are not happening. I'll leave it in for now. It's still too early. With the weight of memory, it's good to have Arcanist. You can cast it on turn 4. I'm gonna try to maybe make like a, I don't know. And as a 1/3 body, it's good at clogging up the ground. So I don't mind having something like this. So every color but green. I guess now it's either a wonder or an opt. I'll take a wonder. Divination, happy to pick that up. Some late red cards, but they're all very filler. Happy to take a divination. All right, now I guess it's going to be another snapper. I think it's more likely we play something like a seismic shift. Last pick syncopate. Okay, so blue is definitely open. That's good. So that's half of Teferi. Black doesn't seem open at all, and red, it's unclear whether red is open, but this is not bad. I mean, we're base blue. We don't really have a good plan right now. I mean, I wouldn't, with 2 turtles, I wouldn't mind an Arcane Flight. Pretty weak pack. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to take here. Joyous Familiar doesn't really do much. I mean, it synergizes with Trapper, but we're not really like an aggressive deck. We're not going to kill our opponent attacking with 1/3s. All right, I need a minute. So I think I'm just going to take Familiar. I mean, it's colorless. It's still not clear where we're going. It makes Bardic Wonder cheaper. So I guess that's something we can work with. All right, now I'm kind of really sad. I'm not gonna lie. Steel Leaf Champion and a Slime Foot, but we're so far away from green. I think we just kind of have to take Arcane Flight with the 2 turtles. Try to clog up the ground. Maybe I would even play like a stupid Adamantine Wall in this deck. Are we really second picking an Arcane Flight? I wish there was a Skittering Surveyor in here. Jousting Lance is not what we're trying to do with these little guys. I think we gotta take Arcane Flight and try to make. Okay, good. Now we got a Skittering Surveyor. Snap picking that. So we can still go blue-black. We can maybe even go like, mono blue splashing for Teferi. It seems like a lot of blue's flowing. So we could splash Goblin Barrage. By the way, Familiar and Surveyor, it's fodder for Goblin Barrage if that's how we, get our last points of damage through. And it's not like, I'm not forcing, a base blue deck. When I was, in pack 1, this is just what was flowing, what was open. Like, Weight is a good card. All right, now we get a Journey Mage. Excellent. And Arcanists will help us cast it. Very happy to pick that up. This is exactly the type of card we want. Slow our opponent down. Make sure we can get to Snapper with an Arcane Flight. Okay, now we get a Pegasus Courser. This is great. So things are working out. I would say things are really working out right now. So it looks like we're blue-white splashing Goblin Barrage off Glyph Retreat and a Surveyor. I'm okay with that. So if we end up blue-white, I definitely want some more like early beef. We could have even taken, I kind of regret not taking Dauntless Bodyguard because it's really good with Courser, and with Trapper and a bunch of Historic, it just lets you continue getting through 2 points of damage later on through the game. So it's between a Relic Runner and Invoke the Divine. Relic Runner is good with Courser. I think I'm going to take Relic Runner. With Relic Runner to Voldalian Arcanist, I kind of want a Tetsuko. Maybe we can get him in pack 3. It's another 1/3 blocker, and then it could just let us keep pinging in for damage if we can stabilize. I wouldn't mind some more. I wouldn't mind some more instants and sorceries to make full value of Arcanist, but I'll take a Sanctum Spirit here. I'm not really crazy about this card, but with a Pegasus Courser, it's a very powerful effect. I also wouldn't mind some equipment, even on the short sword. Make this thing a 1/4, 2/4. 2/4 is a pretty good blocker in this format. It stops a lot of attacks. I don't think I want a third Arcanist. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the Gilded Lotus yet, but I like the flexibility that this card gives you. So I will take it. Not sure if I'm gonna play it unless I have a clear plan in terms of what I want to do with it. Another Relic Runner. Yeah, Precognition Field isn't, it's not much we're doing with this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 instants and sorceries. That's not a good plan. So all right, maybe Nature Spiral in case I want to try to bring back Teferi. Here's between Befuddle and a Sorcerer's Wand. I'm actually going to take a Sorcerer's Wand. I have a couple of Merfolk, and there's still a chance if I see a lot of red that I'm going to end up Wizzards. And for that reason, I'm just going to take a Lava Runner over Slinvoda. Slinvoda I don't think it works. It just doesn't work. I guess with a Gilded Lotus, I could have taken Slinvoda, but that's not really what I like. Based on what I have, again, we're not seeing too much right. And this is what I'm talking about. You open like a Wizard's Lightning, you want to be flexible, and if we end up blue-red Wizards splashing Teferi off Glyph Retreat and a Skittering Surveyor, then so be it. I'm not gonna try to force something if the colors aren't flowing. So happy to take a Wizard's Lightning. Trickster over Unicorn. Over Second Divination. This belongs in more of an aggressive Wizards deck. It's not what we're trying to do. But again, we still don't know what the final build's going to look like. And I mean, I'm going to get enough playables. I have 22 cards already. So Sphinx over Second Trapper, easy pick. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, if Fire Fist Adept is, is telling us that we should be, looking at like a Wizards deck. So it's good to stay open. It's good, it's good to be flexible. Now, this is a bit of a tougher pick. So, Tolarian Scholar, obviously it goes better with our Wizards deck, but yeah, this is tough. I'm going to take an Aven Sentry. I mean, it's unclear how we're going to end up. Okay, Journey Mage, more likely. Wizards, okay, blink of an eye. All right, so another Journey Mage. All right, so White's going to go. I don't mind having passed Tolarian Scholar. I still have plenty of action. We don't want to do anything with Antiquities War. I guess we'll just take a Befuddle. Probably not playing it. Relic Runners are also looking a bit awkward. This is not a deck for Relic Runners, so we really need just one more playable, preferably a creature. This is really tough. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to take a divination, a second divination, or a scholar here. I guess with the Arcanists, I just want a second divination. Sage of Latnam, not going to play it. So one thing I'm really bummed out about is we passed a couple of Gitu Chroniclers, but I still think this deck is okay. We can make it work. Lava Runner is a bit awkward, but again, with two divinations, Wizard's Lightning, it's something that we want. It's always awkward to have like a Lava Runner and a Merfolk Trickster because red 1-drop and then a double blue 2-drop, kind of bit of an awkward design. But I think we can make this deck work. Our deck is essentially built around 3 Journey Mages, Teferi, and the 2 Snappers with Arcane Flight. Wonder is not too bad. It's just a random big body to hold things down. And we do have a Sorcerer's Wand that I think is something we can play in this deck. So let's see what we can cut for it. Yeah, I mean, this is the deck. This is the deck for a Sorcerer's Wand. I guess we could probably cut one of these Arcanists. 3 might be too many because again, We have some more instants and sorceries now, but it's still not too great. Yeah, like these are not really mana intensive instants and sorceries. It does give you, I mean, they do give you access to more mana, but maybe I'm just supposed to take out this Lava Runner because we're not an aggressive deck. All right, let's think about this. All right, I decided to just cut a Bardic Wonder. I have 2 turtles, and I want to maximize my wizard count to make sure that I can, fire off, fire off Wizard's Lightning for 1 mana at any point, maximize Syncopate, um, potentially even be able to play Weight of Memory on turn, on turn. No, you still can't play it. You can only play this on turn 4. But yeah, with the Sorcerer's Wand, Journey Mages, I think, Fire Fist out of. I think you want to maximize your wizard count. So I think this deck is good. I think it can reasonably 3-0. I definitely want some more mountains. I think something like this makes sense. Yeah, so I have six sources of red with a Clifftop Retreat and 2 sources of white. I'm happy with this. And with 2 6-drops, I do want to play 17 lands. 2 divinations are going to give us access to lots of card draw, so we need, I don't mind having mana to support it. So let's save and go to game 1. So while we're waiting for our opponent, I guess I'm still not sure like how much we got hurt by dirtling around, picking these white cards. I think it was correct. Like, do I care that I don't have Tolarian Scholar? I don't care too much. Let me get rid of this sound. So let's go to count. This is kind of awkward. I want to mulligan this. Yeah, this is much better. Like, I think if you keep a hand like that with just a bunch of 5-drops, you're you're liable to just end up dying. The only thing we had is a syncopate, and we were on the play, meaning we're not really. Put it this way, it's just a precarious position to be in, not something that I'm comfortable with. So let's get in there. Play wand. Pass. Okay. So I guess we're better off just equipping. This is what, 3 to equip? Yeah. And let's pass and then ping for 2 at the end of our opponent's turn. All right. So let's pass and keep up Blink of an Eye. Hopefully opponent just equips and then I can get value by bouncing Trapper. Okay, I think I'm gonna take it. I don't mind. I'll just bounce or kill whatever opponent plays. End of turn. Yeah, that thing is gonna be a problem. So before this is tapped, let's make sure we deal 2 damage. Let's let Ariel resolve and immediately bounce it. Okay, okay. It's not too bad actually. We can bounce Ariel again with Journey Mage. I wish I had in Bolus's clutches. That would put this deck over the top. We're not really doing much except just yeah, let's just pass. Not very mana efficient. Um, let's see what our opponent does. I mean, there's also a chance he just for some reason equips Lance and attacks, but probably not. All right, so just attacks. Nothing, no blocks. Is he playing around Syncopate? Maybe he's going to cast something else. No, he's not playing around Syncopate. So let's deal 2 again. All right, we have 5 mana, but I'm still just gonna go Academy Journey Mage. Get that nasty creature off the board and pass. Should have left up a mountain for Wizard's Lightning. That was a mistake. But hey, that's what happens when it's 4 o'clock in the morning, right? Okay. Another trapper. Okay. All right. So really hoping to find another land so I can play Turtle. Didn't get it. So what's the play now? I think the correct play is still Weight of Memory. So I think, yeah, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Weight of Memory. That's going to make Lava Runner a 2/2. It's kind of irrelevant because I still can't attack. Actually, I'm happy about Journey Mage. But I can keep pinging. I can keep pinging for 2, and I guess, and I could go Wizard's Lightning. This is actually great. I can go Wizard's Lightning on one of these guys. And so let me think about this for a second. Okay, so one win condition here can actually be Wizard's Lightning, casting Wizard's Lightning directly to hit our opponent. And for that reason, I think we're just going to attack with Journey Mage now. I have another one in hand, so I can bounce whatever whatever opponent plays, and I could potentially get in for a significant amount of damage. So I'm going to try to race here. I'm just going to attack. I don't think opponent's going to block. He's also missing land drops. He's got 4 mana, so his options aren't too great. Okay, he can play Ariel and equip now, but that's all right because if he gets aggressive, I mean, he doesn't have a lot of blockers. He's got equipment, which makes Journey Mages much better in this matchup. And I think we can win next turn. If opponent gets aggressive here, I'm pretty sure we can win next turn. All right, so this is really good because I get to have a really strong 2-for-1. Let's make sure I see which one he's. Yeah, so it's targeting this one. So let's go Wizards Lightning. So he's gonna tap Lava Runner, which means I need to do 2 to the face right now. And this worked out really well. And it was good to save, there's a reason to save Wizards Lightning. And again, I'm actually not concerned at all that he's playing on Sarah's Wings because I have a lot of bounce, including 2 Journey Mages. So now I think we're just, are we winning? Almost. Opponent's going to be down to 1. So let's just play Journey Mage. And opponent's probably going to, well, no, he's not conceding. And I guess let's go Surveyor. And pass. So now we got this, unless my opponent has some life gain. Okay, good. So opponent's playing a lot of we didn't even see we didn't see a single black card. Sanctum Spirit. How did a Sanctum Spirit end up in his graveyard? Because I was bouncing stuff you had to discard. Okay, got it. So do we have some sideboard options? I'm not sure that we do. I think I'm just going to run it back like this. All right, this is good. Teferi, Surveyor, so something to block with early. Interesting, my opponent put me on the play. All right. I think that might actually work out. So I'm really hoping that I can find a mountain. Okay, good, because now Surveyor can find a plains. And let's just pass. I also wouldn't mind drawing weight of memory next turn. Yeah, I don't really care about that. So I'm not going to double block because I can't kill him, but essentially my opponent is just gaining 2 life. You can't get through for damage. Okay, divination is not bad either. So let's just get in for one with Surveyor. I mean, there's 2 ways to cast divination. I can either use Arcanist and then hope to draw a 2-drop and play it. For example, another Arcanist. I actually think that's better. I don't mind taking 2 damage. And now I have Blink of an Eye in case I need to use it. I think that was a better play. So let's see what my opponent does, but I think choosing to be a bit mana efficient was good there. Don't mind at all about taking 2. Do I care about bouncing this? I don't, because when I play Teferi and +1 him, I can have 2 lands untapped for Blink of an Eye, so I don't need to play it here. So let's just pass. Let's play Teferi. Let's plus him. Okay, Wizard's Lightning. Excellent. So now I'm going to untap a mountain and an island, and I can actually go both Blink of an Eye and Wizard's Lightning because I have access to 3 mana with Arcanist. So let's make sure to untap 1, 2, and see what opponent does. I mean, if you really want, I can even Blink of an Eye my own Fire Fist Adept and just, make this a recurring removal spell. That's also an option. It doesn't seem like a white. Well, not really, because Thallid Soothsayer lets you sack creatures to draw cards. So if I do that, I need to make sure that this thing is either dead or that my opponent's tapped out. Yeah, I don't really want to use Wizard's Lightning here. So what I'm going to do is... They're both attacking Teferi, right? Do I even care if Teferi takes 2? I don't care if Teferi takes 2. I'm just going to block. I'm just going to block like this. Yeah. Okay. So let's think about this. So, I mean... I think I need to use a Wizard's Lightning here to make my opponent sack Soothsayer to its own ability. And then next turn, I can go... I can play Fire Fist Adept to kill Knight of Grace. I think that's good. So it kind of sucks. I mean, opponent's going to draw a card by sacking Soothsayer to its own ability. I assume. Yep. Okay. I'm happy with that. So Okay, let's see what we draw. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 just added. Killing Knight of Grace. And let's get in with just going to attack with Surveyor in case my opponent has removal. And I'm keeping a blink of an eye. Let's untap. Okay, good. And actually, I'm keeping up a kicked blink of an eye if I need to do that. I mean, it's funny, he can still attack with Nessa Unicorn. If this is on Sarah's wings, this is going to be great. Nope, Dark Bargain, fine. I can choose to use on Sarah's wings. Sorry, I can cast Blink of an Eye right now, but I don't think it's very good. I think I just need to, with Teferi, it's very hard to beat. It's very hard to beat him. All right, now I am just going to start getting 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's go with Divination and pass. All right. Excellent. Still keeping up Blink of an Eye. So let's untap these two. Okay. So, all right, this is pretty good because now I can bounce this guy, Blink of an Eye the other one. Should not have tapped 2 islands. That was a mistake, clearly. But that's not the end of the world. Let's get in there. All right, looking good. And next turn, I think I have lethal with Trickster tapping down a blocker and then kick Goblin Barrage. All right, so let's do the math here. So -2 on Teferi. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is done. It's -3. Unfortunately, can't quite kill my opponent right now. So what's the best course of action here? I actually have lethal exactly. So this is what we're doing. So Trickster, tap down the life gainer. So that's step 1. Step 2, attack with everything. And we get in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have Xaxes with Goblin Barrage. Unless opponent for some reason blocks Skittering Surveyor, which he will not do. Okay, opponent didn't have had some unkind words to say, so I'm gonna leave that last part out. Didn't seem like he was too happy losing there. So deck's working great. Let's go to the next match. All right, we're playing against someone who's got 21 trophies. Yeah, 11301. That's the guy. So this should be interesting. So let's keep. Yep, Let's go Lava Runner. All right, well, that looks familiar. And yeah, there's no point in wasting time attacking. He's just going to block. All right. Okay, so we're going to keep up Syncopate now. No attacks. I think I'm just going to fire it off here. Yeah. Okay. Actually, here I am going to start attacking because with another Journey Mage in hand and an Arcane Flight, might be in a racing situation, although it's very hard racing when you have a bunch of 1x's on the board. Okay, well, he's going to get some value off me playing Journey Mage to bounce Cloud Reader, but I definitely want to get that off the board. 2 cards on top. Okay. I am not going to cast Arcane Flight on anything because I'm drawing to my 2 turtles right now. That's essentially my win con. So I got a 1 in 16 chance of finding it. Some bad draws would be like, actually, Teferi would be bad here because I can't play him. Divination would be good. Weight of Memory would be good. Okay. All right, not a problem. Any attacks? No attacks. Sweet. This is exactly what we wanted. I wish I could cast Arcane Flight now, but it'll have to wait until next turn. And yeah, we're looking good right now. Yeah, Sphinx is no longer a threat. There's no 1 blue mana combat trick that can somehow block and kill Sphinx. Snapper. So let's see what we get. All right, so let's go Arcane Flight. Start getting in there. All right. I mean, I have no need to bounce Cloud Reader, and I can even set up a 2-for-1 if my opponent keeps everything back to block. And that could be very strong. I could take out both of these creatures. if my opponent goes for double block. I think he almost has to, because you can't really win against Snapper in this type of situation. And I'm happy taking out. I guess I want to kill Cloud Reader Sphinx. So I'm going to bounce Academy Drake. Okay, and let's pass. Only card that can deal with this, as we know, is a Haphazard Bombardment. All right, so opponent didn't feel like wasting time. Wait, what? What? What just happened? Why would a guy with 21 trophies not even bother going? All right, when I see something like this happen, the first thing I'm thinking is that he's got some sort of stipulation draft where he doesn't even want to lose a single game, and if he loses a single game, he auto-concedes. Sometimes people do that for shits and giggles, but whatever. That's that was strange. Just maybe opponent was really frustrated at getting 2-for-1, but why would you? I mean, drafts aren't necessarily cheap on Magic Online, right? I mean, maybe for this guy, if he just 3-0s all the time, he doesn't care. All right, let's go to the finals. All right, so this is, if I keep this, it's a super risky keep, to be honest. I think I need to mulligan this. We have something like 10, we have 10 islands. All right, I'm gonna gamble. Like what the main reason why I'm thinking about mulliganing this is because I won't be able to cast Weight of Memory for a while. I would need to find 2 islands, and but I mean, if I find land, I mean, I have whatever. I have Goblin Barrage. I'm doing something, and Journey Mage can keep stuff off the boards as long as I can get to 4 mana. So I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna wing it. May live to regret it, but with 10 islands, you know, over 3 turns, we should be able to draw something. It's almost like a 1 in 3 chance every turn, a little less. All right, so opponent cycles Warlord's Fury. All right, sweet. Perfect. Okay. So if we don't find anything to do next turn, we can just equip Sorcerer's Wand and start pinging for 2. So opponent's representing Run Amok. Not sure how I feel about blocking here. Okay. So no Run Amok. All right. So I think I would rather equip than play Lava Runner. Really hope to find an island next turn. That'll let me play Weight of, well, I'll probably just play Academy Journey Mage because I want to find another island because I prefer to tap this to deal 2 rather than tap it for mana. You can only tap it for one of the 2 things. You can't tap it for both. Okay. So I might actually get hit with Runamok here. Our opponent may have just chosen to... Okay, still no Runamok. All right, well, that's a bit frustrating. I don't feel like I need to use Goblin Barrage here, so I'm just going to play Lava Runner and pass, really hoping to draw a land at some point. So you might see Blink of an Eye. Nope. Okay, great. So now, still can't play Weight of Memory, but we can bounce. I guess I could just, yeah, maybe it's better to just use Goblin Barrage and Cloud Reader Sphinx right now. I think that's a better play. Let's just do that. I want to save Journey Mage to bounce something that my opponents, won't be able to replay for value. So we're just kind of, trading punch for punch here. I really don't mind that. Okay. All right, so we got some options. I think I just want to play Cloud Reader Sphinx. And if we see an island, we're going to keep it on top. Any other lands, we're going to bottom. So let's put... do we need Arcanist? Do we care about Arcanist? I guess it's a creature. Now let's all right, let's bottom Arcanist and let's keep an island up top, and that way we can hopefully we can find something better. Like, I'd rather just find another Journey Mage than an Arcanist or Teferi, right? Arcanist isn't doing much for us in this situation. So just imagine in this scenario, like, opponent has Ataliz and a Runamuck in hand. How sick would that be? I mean, this is why the blue-red Wizards deck is so swingy. It can just come out of the blue and really do some damage. Okay, not too worried about that. I don't mind, you know, having a wall blocker. I mean, if I really want, I can, you know, bounce Academy Drake with a Journey Mage and then kill him with a Fire Fist after my opponent dumps 7 mana into him. Yep, no problem. No problem. I don't need to do that just yet, so I think I'm just going to go Weighted Memory. I should have left the Mountain untapped, really, in case I draw Wizard's Lightning. Don't think I'm going to attack. I'm just going to hang back. Okay, so I think I hit pause for a little bit. Sorry about that. My opponent played Naban, and I kind of screwed up. I thought you know, blink of an eye is double blue, and I kept up Arcanist, but this makes colorless mana. Duh. So I should have attacked last turn. I essentially missed out on 1 point of damage. It's not the end of the world. So opponent's going to get some value by discarding, but we can just go Goblin Barrage and kill Raider. In fact, we can go Goblin Barrage and Lava Runner. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go Lava Runner and Goblin Barrage. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Let's just attack with everything. And we're looking pretty good because we can bounce whatever opponent plays. Most likely opponent's going to keep back Drake to block. I don't think he's going to keep attacking with Drake. It would probably be wrong to keep attacking with Drake here. Yeah. Okay. 6 mana. So now we'll just play Snapper. So he's debating between whether trading or just sucking up an extra point of damage. I actually prefer he do that, given that I'm in a position to just win quickly. So barring some miracle, I think we're, yeah, okay, all right. Well, all right, that's pretty cool. We got our, I believe this is the 12th trophy, and we went undefeated again. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Kind of sad that the opponent in game 2 conceded, because I didn't get a chance to really see how the deck works against the guy who's got 21 trophies. But that, whatever, that's his choice. See you guys next one.